definitely a ranger class. The animals love you.
No.
Alright, so who else has got? No, that's it. No one else do you? We've got such
Bloody WA and wait a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dog slobber.
It's a bit like that. Into a new. I'll pillow
Definitely
a
a
ranger class. The animals love you. Check it out.
No.
It's good.
We're on.
Alright, so who else is good?
Oh, look, Pillar's here. Hello,
No
Pillar.
one else do you? We've got such
Bloody WA and wait a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dog slobber.
It's a bit like that.
Hey, no, that's no joke, mate. That's life. It's all wait a while. Everything. It's stupid.
Doomed Fireman. Hello. Poor doggy.
Poor doggy's going to get put in the other room, so you'll probably hear him yelling and stuff. But not for long. Chuck him some peanut butter and he'll be fine.
Funny, isn't it? They just love it, don't they?
I like peanut butter. It's a good thing.
There you
Yeah. Oh, dear.
go. Right. Who else have we got?
HTR's in. G'day, mate.
Hi, Nick.
And Zippy as well.
Zippy McTarget.
Zippy McTarget. I love it. That's cool.
I don't know how we're going to accommodate lives to every like time zone or whatever. We start a little bit later to make it a bit easier for some. But
Well, I know Nick's near us. I think you said Russ is near us.
yes.
Yep. Okay.
Yes.
Because he's in too.
Russie.
G'day, Russ.
Hey.
I wonder where this pillar lady lives.
You keep wondering.
She's looking at me stupid. It's all good. Oh dear.
Okay. Well, while everyone's just sort of
Tuning in.
and things like that, we'll do a little bit of housekeeping first. I imagine that's what we sort of do, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the like and subscribe. It's been good actually. The numbers are going up and meeting some more people and making some good comments on some of the other videos.
Yeah.
You know, some of the ones we've had up for a while. They're making some good comments there and sharing their experience of their first game and whatever. It's been pretty cool.
Okay. I only get it if I go to the actual video. I have to go to the video to see if anybody's put any new comments down. So I usually only check the last 2 or 3, and I can see if anybody's put any comments down. But that's about it.
Yeah.
Matt must be over east. Yep. So Doom Fireman's East Coast as well. There you go. 2 hours ahead.
Excellent.
Yeah. Till daylight savings hits. Then it's 3 hours.
There's even a time tax now.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Why not?
Comment for the algorithm. Yeah, that's the way. Yeah. Like, subscribe, share, comment, all of that stuff makes the algorithm go, somebody likes these guys.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
But just not boobs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You put that up,
no,
it's
yeah.
all flagged. So
Yes.
So we just want to. We've played this a couple of times. I just want to show you guys this game that Tarron found through a Kickstarter, and it's really, really, really cool. Tarron, please tell us what this is.
I got this because I've got a load of games that are like, you get a big box and it's full of like a dozen different factions, and each one's got 100 different models and stuff like that, and then it just expands and blows out. And so I started looking for little games, and I looked on Kickstarter and I found this, and this looked like a lot of fun. Who was it? Rampage
Games.
Rampage Games. I'm pretty sure they're a UK based thing, but they might run through somewhere in the USA. I don't know for sure. But I saw this and I thought, yeah, that looks like fun, and it's in a little tin, and I have a container fetish, so the little tins. The exclusive Kickstarter only one came in this like decon hazard container thing.
That's cool. But that had all metal dice and metal.
Yep, it's all metal pieces in
like
there.
deluxe things or whatever.
It's like
yeah,
super deluxe
it's
version.
really cool.
It's really, really cool.
11:59.
Yeah, so I mean it's a midnight.
Yeah. What I liked about it when I saw this, it says 5 minutes to play. I'm like, okay.
I know. I bought it over one day, and Adam and I played it, and a couple other people played it, and he's been hooked. He's like, he can't stop.
It's so fun. It's so fun.
Oh, there you go. So Dane's in the UK as well. It's 11 a.m. over there apparently.
11 a.m.'s
Morning,
all right.
matey.
That's all right. On a Sunday, the weather's crap. You can just stay inside and watch a video.
Yeah,
and stuff.
bloody oath. Although it's probably 11 a.m. on like Tuesday or something, the way things go with us. So basically this is a simultaneous game. So you're rolling dice together. When you start playing the game, you both start rolling dice. And there are rules on what you get when you roll certain numbers. So if you roll a 7, you can add diplomacy. These are the diplomacy markers, so you get to move one to there. Or remove diplomacy to add bunker. So you can take one away to get yourself a bunker back. Right? I think it was 1. Yeah. So you either get a diplomacy or you take a diplomacy away to add a level of bunker to your thing.
Yep.
Right? If you roll a double, then you can either load your nuke, which means it's there ready to fire. You can fire it if it's in the loaded position, which means it gets rid of one of the enemy's bunkers and then goes back to unloaded. Or you can remove 1 enemy diplomacy. So if he's got 2 there and I roll a double, I can take 1 away. Very simple.
Yeah. Propaganda or something, I think.
Propaganda. Yeah. So there's a special rule in the expanded Kickstarter thing that the Fallout token. So if you roll a double 1, then you get the Fallout token. If somebody else has the Fallout token and you roll a double 1, you can put it back in the middle. If you have the Fallout token and you roll a double 1, then you get to use it. And you can either you can make it worth either 2 doubles or 2 sevens.
Yeah.
So it's either 2 doubles, so you can load and fire in the same turn, or you can fire and remove enemy diplomacy in the same turn. So you can do 2 things that you normally do with a double, or you can do 2 things that you'd normally do with a 7. And in this version of it, you can also get a VIP back.
Yeah.
You only got 2 VIPs. So it's an interesting little game.
Yeah.
And apparently we're going to play it for you live.
Well, it should only take about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Probably not even that.
We're running out of content. So here
So
you go.
Here's a random thing for 5
We
minutes.
haven't got stuff to do.
Alright, so
dear.
let's give this a try.
Okay,
give it a
so
try.
remember, it's 7s and doubles.
7s and doubles.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Go.
Oh, hang on, I'm cheating. Look, you've
You
already
are,
put
yeah,
something
I've
in
already
it.
cheated
I
for
didn't
you.
even do it. Okay,
Ready? Go.
go. 7.
7.
So let's take it to once.
Take
Yeah.
it diplomacy. Double.
No.
Load.
Bummer. Oh gosh.
9.
No.
9.
No.
7. Diplomacy.
Oh my gosh.
If you get 5
I got a
diplomacy,
double.
you win. If you kill their
Whoa.
kill all the bunkers,
Fire.
knock a bunker off. 5, 6.
Load.
Double. Fire.
Oh, bummer. 10 No.
6. 6.
I like rolling.
Oh my
nines.
god.
Double
5.
Fire.
6. No, come on. 7. Spend one of them to get one of them back.
Double load.
6.
He's on the assault. Look at
Double
this.
load.
Uh-oh. Come on.
9. 5.
Oh, there's 9s again.
9.
Oh, look,
It
fire.
gets really, really hectic. No, stop it. 9.
Load.
9. 10.
I hate when the dice start
Double 1.
spinning. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Double. Fire.
Uh-oh. Oh, look, so many 9s. 9s
7.
And 1s.
Doot. For doot.
Uh-oh.
9.
Oh, there's 9.
7. Doot. For doot.
Look at their doubles.
5.
Okay, the
Come
Tarron
on.
effect is really, really bad here,
8.
Tarron. 7.
11. 7.
8.
8.
Oh,
7.
so we need to... Uh-oh. Shoot. Oh, gosh.
No.
Yes.
No.
Ooh, load.
8. 9. 10.
Oh,
Ooh,
fire.
double. Boop. No. Double.
You can't just say no. Load.
7. Boop. I'm nearly there. 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 No.
Nobody likes you.
6 and 8.
1 VIP gone.
No. 7. Boop. Ha ha. Oh my god.
Was it the president or the vice president that I took out though?
I think you killed the president. I think I'm happy
I?
to have you kill the president.
Okay.
Yeah, the vice president will take over. That's fine.
Wow. That was pretty cool. I really, really like this game.
Raises my blood pressure every time, man. It's like, oh my God.
Oh,
Dear, oh dear.
yeah, it is good fun. So how much roughly was that?
I honestly cannot remember, but I think Hutch and Kim checked, and it was like $20 for the basic version or something, plus shipping and all of the other junk.
Like 20 US or 20?
I can't remember. I think it was in US,
like
so it's you have to adjust that for your local currency, but it's reasonably cheap and it's fun.
Yeah, it is. It's very cool.
You can like they're saying, it's adorable and hectic. It's like it's cool.
Oh.
But that we had all of these big turn-based games and big like lots and lots of parts and models and bits taking space up and boxes everywhere and stuff. And this is just a little tin. So that's the DEF CON edition, that's the standard edition, and that's the Kickstarter only one that I don't think you can buy off their website.
That'd be nice. It looks like the same, doesn't it? Just different colour, top and bottom and stuff.
5-minute marble dungeon. Yeah. I've got 5-minute dungeon. But we haven't played. I've got all these Kickstarters at home that we haven't actually played yet because we've got so much other stuff that we're playing. So I think 5-minute dungeon is in amongst that as well. And there's another one that was a bit longer, the one deck dungeon.
Yes, that's fun too.
That was a fun one as well.
Good.
That's actually on Steam too. He's got a version on Steam as well.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I've been playing it on Steam, just single player.
Has it got all the expansion packs?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and you can. They worked in so that you've got the campaign sheet. The record sheets that you tick off when you've got, and you get different abilities
campaign?
and things.
Nice.
Yeah. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
We might have to have another crack at that. But
oh, definitely. Yeah.
It's a good one. I quite like that. You could sit down, and while you're waiting for people to rock up, you just go, oh, here you go, chuck that down. You don't have to have the map, but I always like to get the maps if you can have them.
It's very good because it helps. Everything's marked out where it needs to go. And
yeah, it's all set where you need to put it. It's all in the right spots. It's got the little helper thing there, so you don't have to keep looking at the rules. And you just have a spot to roll dice for everybody involved. You can get 3 or 4 of these lined up. While you're waiting for people to turn up, you just go, oh, let's have a quick bash of that.
Yeah.
Boom, bang, bomb, done it.
Everything is good.
It's fun. It's really, like I say, it raises the blood pressure every time. It's like, oh, come on.
Yeah, we'll have another go in a second. All right, so let's have a look at some other news that's going on. I've mentioned it a few times in the videos, the Eldfall Chronicles. No news is good news.
Oh,
to be honest.
Yep. Okay,
Yep, because basically they've got everything was going according to plan, so we're all good. Obviously, you've got some shipping issues here and there, depending on where you are in the world and stuff like that, but
yeah,
apparently it's all going well. Even if we say put it back a little bit to August, we'll be looking at maybe getting something physical here, even the product for sale, which would be nice. Yeah, the Eldfall Chronicles. But for those of you who haven't actually seen that, we managed to grab like a little intro video for it. So hopefully we've got that set up. So I don't know, Pillar, if you can fire that up for us, that'd be awesome.
It was the first era of the known history. The mighty half-beings, called the Elders, reigned over the lands of Kalad. Their greed for knowledge plunged them into a crazed obsession that ushered the realm into a new era of darkness. After a millennium of chaos and conflict, the world finally started to shape anew. Out of disorder, the major factions emerged. The stalwart and dauntless empire of Soga. The wise and prosperous Sand Kingdoms. The virtuous and ambitious Hellion League. the untamed and cunning coalition of Tenion. However, after many years of peace, turmoil started to plague these lands again. You will face both conflict and terror, challenge other players, face the game, or fight side by side with allies. Join the adventure and shape the world. Eldfall Chronicles on Kickstarter, 18th of May.
There we go.
Yeah.
There it is.
To just take a second to appreciate how she did that. That was,
It's
look at her go.
magic. It's
well,
magic.
Well done, Bill.
Yeah, but that was actually very cool. It's got a lot of aspects to it that are sort of like infinity, because it's a D20 based system.
Yeah.
Things like that. You roll under target numbers, and there's some like measuring
Just
things.
take a second to
pretty
appreciate.
Cool. It is pretty cool.
It does look like a good one. Like I say, it looks like a bit more in depth than some, but it's also got like a lower model count, so you don't mind a bit of extra complexity if you've only got a few models at a time.
Yeah, but the fact that you get all the 4 factions, the starting groups in the box with monsters, and it's really
that's
nice.
awesome. Yeah, that's really, really good. You've got all the rules and enough models to have a bit of a game with all of the different factions, and you've got hours of fun there, basically.
That's it, yeah. And it's co-op as well, so you can do co-op against the AI and all that sort of thing, and play those missions. Whatever you want to do.
A lot of games are going co-op and like against AI stuff, even if they just put that in as an option sort of thing, you know. So cool. Mike Snafk. Mike Snafk. Okay.
Boy.
G'day, Marty. We got another Mikey joined then, obviously. There's mics all over the place. Oh no.
Right. So, anything you want to talk about? Anything at all?
Not really. I'm working on some more scenario stuff, because we've got the wheeled and tracked. I desperately want to get a win in, so I'm making him let me do the wheeled and tracked ones. And then I think we're going to do AI for, So we're thinking AI
for AI. There's a battle report for everyone. So
it's yeah. So I'm thinking I might do a little bit of a developer's diary type thing with AI, because I'm having a hard time nailing some stuff down, and it sounds simple, but I overthink it and it gets out of control and. Then I have to go, okay, no, wait, go back a few steps and see if you can figure this out. So it's a thing for me, okay?
That's okay.
There's no end to yours, buddy. We'll have to have a Mikey Cole at some point. That's all. I did that. Where I used to work once, there was 4 Daves. No crap. There was a David, a David, a David, and a David. And I'm like, that's it. All 4 of you line up against the wall. Every second one of you is getting shot. Just, you know. It's ridiculous. Complexity and model count doesn't bother me. It's what I want in my gaming these days, says Matt. Which is fair enough. And sometimes I want that as well. But sometimes I want to be able to sit down and have a game that's done in 5 minutes, and that was fun. And sometimes the complex ones that have like huge model counts and enormous rule books and all that sort of stuff just get too much effort. I mean, some of the board games that we've got, you just go, it's a lot of effort to set up. It better be, fun.
Yeah. Most of the time they are. It's when they get have far too many pieces to them.
Yeah. Steal the robot programming from Rogue Trader. Okay.
Trial of Annihilation.
Trial of Annihilation versus Mike's, yeah.
Robot programming, Okay. It's pretty cool.
Is that Rogue Trader the original Warhammer 40k rulebook, or is that
probably? Probably.
I don't remember them having robot. Co-op normally means solo too, which since the pandemic is becoming a must for a lot of games to be successful. Mike Hutchinson, author of Osprey Billion Suns, revealed in an interview. Yeah, but that. I mean, I've always looked for games with a solo option because, generally speaking, I don't have many people to play games with. After my brothers got out of the whole gaming thing, I didn't have anybody to game with.
Yeah.
So I mean, I took Warhammer Quest, Mighty Empires, which was the high scale Warhammer Fantasy, and Warhammer Fantasy Battle, and tried to merge them into one system. And I used to have endless hours of fun trying to figure that out. I never actually played a game, but I used to have fun trying to figure it all out.
Yeah, thinking what would work and
yeah.
It's
the same sort of thing with like D&D, where you're just making characters or rolling on lists and things like that, making up scenarios and stuff. Nobody playing it, but it was fun to work through stuff. But looking for games that have a solo option is usually a thing that I do now. If they have one, that's a point for them. If they don't have one, it's a point against, But not everybody likes that sort of stuff. Thanks, Nick. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know, but yeah, that's probably what I'll be doing is working an AI out for our next, well, not the next ones,
the surprise one,
the surprise ones, because we are going to do one with some AI in it. Hopefully, we'll see how it goes, but we should be able to do it. And I'll probably do some audio stuff. I've done a few, they're crap, but I've given them the pillar and I can't be bothered changing them anymore. They get changed around all the time, so I've given them the pillar and she's going to put them up, and you guys can comment and tell me what you think and which things to do more of and all that sort of stuff. But I've got a whole heap of ideas, so I may as well just start spewing them out into the universe and see what happens. Hopefully someone will get a good game out of it.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Matt D, did you want your ranger to look like... Oh, what did you want your ranger to look like for Rangers of the Shadow Deep type of armor, weapons, etc.?
Yes.
Rangers of the Shadow Deep.
So it's Frostgrave. The guys who did Frostgrave, they've done a version of that sort of thing.
You were telling me about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds really, really fun.
Yeah.
I like a ranger.
Like a ranger.
There's that
the Yogi Bear Ranger, or
no,
okay.
the dark green hooded cloaks and stuff Ranger, But have you seen that? Is an old video that I used to get out of the VHS place. I'm old, leave me alone.
The what?
The what? We used to go down to the video rental place and get Fire and Ice and Wizards of Id.
Yes.
Fire and Ice, I think, was the one with the skull guy. Yeah.
The animated. Yeah.
Yeah, so there was a guy on a horse. I think Warhammer 40k Warhammer Fantasy kind of ripped him off a little bit in one of their novels. But they had like a cursed armor set that took over the person that put it on, and they had to kill things, otherwise it started to eat them. And it was all horns and stuff. He was kind of similar to that, but he was like a barbarian ranger type character thing, and he'd just ride around and help people out, but he was all we used to get that killer. Like we'd go and get Fire and Ice and Wizards of Id and a couple of other movies that were really, really cool at the time, and we'd go out and get them, and you watch it and rewind it like 3 times and then take it back, and then a few weeks later your mum and dad are going, you can hire a you can do that, can you? Cool. Thanks, Matt. Like a ranger you feel like, buddy, but that was my idea, is like so can doesn't get seen that the arrow just whistles out and goes,
and that's it.
And that's the only time you know he's.
It'll be interesting talking about that sort of stuff. It'll be interesting to see how the new Dungeons and Dragons movie is going to be. It's coming out, I think, next year.
Is it a live action one?
It's a live action one, yeah. So they've got some stars for it.
There's a few D&D movies out there already.
Yeah, but these are like a different director and all sorts of stuff.
They're redoing everything again.
Well, those could be done.
Yeah. They
But
did
that's
the Dragonlance animated ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They were pretty cool.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's a new novel out for Dragonlance, actually. They've started doing novels again.
Really?
It's something to do with Wizards of the Coast. There was some sort of spat going on.
Mm.
But now they've started doing stuff again, so they're writing novels for it, continuing. So I'm looking forward to getting one of those.
I haven't read the Dragonlance ones in decades.
Yeah.
I'll have to bring them out and start reading them again.
Well, the new D&D movie is actually set in one of the worlds, the actual worlds, like the Forgotten Realms.
Mm.
So it's got, which has probably got the Harpers and all that sort of thing in it. So it's the first for that, but that's cool. Yeah, I just want to like a good version of dragons. Is always cool.
What was the one? Rain of Fire.
Rain of Fire.
With,
yeah.
Matt Conaughey, I think it was. No, it wasn't him. It was somebody else that looks like him.
But he was. No,
he was in it, was he? Was it
Wasn't
him,
he
or was it somebody that looks like him?
Wasn't he the head of the Max?
Yeah, it was like he looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they rock up in the theming like,
yeah.
They take the dragon down eventually. Yeah.
Good times. Spoiler, by the way. Thanks.
You do a triple strength Myanmar episode. Did we cover triple strength Myanmar?
I'm pretty sure we've talked about the technology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There should be a video down there somewhere.
Hmm.
But if you want a bit more like in-depth stuff, that was one of the things I was thinking of maybe doing is if I run out of scenario ideas, I might just go through rules. The extreme range rule, I don't think we've ever mentioned that. That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
And there's all sorts of other rules. But we've still got infantry and battle armor and proto mechs, like drop ships and all that sort of thing. And want to do a thing on the campaign ops book.
We've been looking at it. You just haven't got anything concrete to announce yet.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think it's the main gist of it is the chaos campaign thing, and that's around in a lot of the books. Actually,
Yeah.
they use that a lot. It's a pretty good system. It's basically just so that you can track battlefield salvage, repair, costs for pilots, for mech warriors, for infantry, for salaries, for techs, for travel and all that sort of stuff. Everything's got like a base level that you can draw it down to and say, okay, so these are the points that you need. These are the things that you need to have so that you can do all of this other stuff. I think it works really, really well.
Mm.
I might do one on the force building rules. The actual like
if you have this encounters, right?
So you can build an assault lance or a command
lance.
lance or a battle lance, a heavy striker support. They're all in the Clan Invasion book. I think they're in. I don't know for sure. They might be in this like recently.
Yeah.
Yeah. System. Yes. Yeah. There's a lot of if you look in the beginning few chapters, it's just building star systems, and it's cool. It is really, really cool. It is very math heavy and it's very involved. And if you don't need, then you straight between the Chaos campaign rules and just go from there because it's just as good.
What do you think of that? I don't know if Pillar can see that on the camera or not, but
is that yours?
No. That Matt just sent that through as what you were sort of thinking of.
He is cool.
He is cool.
He is very cool.
Hopefully you can. I don't know if we can see that on the camera or not, but
here it comes. We'll see if we can see it.
That's weird. I'm just gonna hold it here.
Yep.
There we go.
There it is.
I don't know. Closer.
That looks awesome, man.
That's good. Okay, well, there we go. So, yeah, it could be you.
That could be me in
Just smaller.
a certain amount of time. It's very cool.
Yeah, I think they're there. Thank you. Paint that up for you, I'm sure.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of stuff in that.
Because
I'd be
we're going
curious
to get a
have
game
look
of
at
that
it.
at some point, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Matt's going to come onto the channel and show us that game because I'm curious to have a look. Because I like Frostgrave and things like that. I just haven't really played. I've played like one game of it. It's just one of those things. You play one game, yeah, that was really cool, and you've done other things.
But the same guys did that Dragon Rampant as well. Except it's not the same system. That was the same guys, wasn't it? Or was it different?
I don't know. I don't think it's the same guy.
No, okay.
I don't think so. But that's also a good
But
system.
the Frostgrave one is good because you need specific models. You don't have to have... So I can use my wolves for Frostgrave.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, technically, I think I could probably use my wolves for these ranger things, but he looks too cool to pass up on, so that'll be cool. Bringing Dragonlance back, possibly, yeah. Just got campaign ops. Yep, insane. And using the force building rules is good stuff. Yes. Will we do a Solaris 7?
I was just looking at that. I'm like, yeah. We have talked about that, haven't we? In fact, we talked about the idea of those force packs for the Solaris stables and stuff.
Yeah, because if you've played the Solaris 7 box, that box is actually geared towards being played with the rules. So at the time it was Mech Warrior. Now it's like,
well, the Mech Warrior Destiny.
yeah, it's Destiny or whatever now. But it's all geared around the RPG and its timing and its damage and its movement rates and all of that sort of stuff. Weird.
Splits it into 4 or something. So different weapons will have a different speed that they can react within and that sort of thing, which becomes quite critical when you're playing under Solaris rules.
It's insane. So if you're using the actual Solaris rules, you've got a lot more record keeping and stuff to do as well. So it's really old school. I've got the rules if we want to try and use them.
Yeah.
You've got them, so we could try and do that. But I have got like an arena style system that I've kind of been thinking about. I actually started trying to work football into it, but there you go. Sorry, as an Australian, I think I'm legally obliged to call it soccer. But I was trying to work into, like, because I started thinking about them. I'm thinking, why not? If you're going to go with like a virtual arena, you could have like a super fun time mecha ball type stuff, with a big ball in the middle, and you just shoot it around and have it like, if you hit it, it moves, and if it hits somebody, it charges them with a certain tonnage sort of thing, and all that sort of stuff, and like have that do. And I thought, well, you don't necessarily want to be able to do it in reality. So it's like, yeah, I was trying to figure out how to get it with a ball that you could pick up and kick, and with a mech, which would be fun.
There was, I think it was an older book. I don't know if it's still up there. It's like Objective Raids. There's a book called Objective Raids, and that's what the whole, it's old school, the whole thing was just full of missions and stuff that you could do on different planets in the different regions of the inner sphere. And there was, I'm pretty sure it was in that book, and there was one of them where it was one of these planets in, I think it was Steiner space, or maybe Davians or whatever. These two dukes or whatever it is would hire 2 forces of mechs, and they'd set up this giant chess board for them to stand on. So they're all chess pieces, and they'd direct a mech to go take another piece. So, this moves diagonal or the whatever.
Yeah.
But instead of just automatically taking it, he has to fight for that spot. Send his mechs and fight, and whoever wins gets to keep that square.
So live battle
But
chess.
that was an actual. It was like, yeah, battle chess, man. That was cool too, wasn't it?
I did my work experience in high school with AutoCAD, the place that makes AutoCAD.
Okay.
And obviously I wasn't allowed to do any coding or anything, but they had a lot of data entry stuff that needed to be doing. So I did data entry stuff, and then they taught me how to use AutoCAD. And then when there was nothing else for me to do, they sat me in front of this big monitor, and I just got to play battle chess all day. It was great. It's a good game. All right. Lost track for a second there.
Hotspots, was it? Excellent.
Hotspots.
Okay, it was somewhere.
It was somewhere.
It doesn't matter. I do remember reading it. So as long as someone else remembers the same thing, that's good.
Yeah.
But it was very cool.
Football battle tech. Yep. Footy tech.
Footy tech.
I was moving more towards the Japanese type of thing, super happy fun time.
Yeah.
Sort of thing, but yeah, no, it was basically just a big solid ball. In the virtual thing, it was going to be that you could shoot it and have it move depending on the amount that you hit it for, or what sort of, like an energy weapon doesn't impart as much actual energy as a ballistic hit, right? It's like kinetic energy. It's not there. You do a laser and it goes across the front and burns it, but it doesn't really move it much. Move it, but not much. But if you hit it with an Act-20, it'll go.
Oh, yeah.
So I was trying to figure all that out, and then I thought, well, why not just have one that you can just kick, give it a distance based on how you kick it, and have like a loose handle type thing that if you make like imagine a soccer ball, but the size of a small room, with like a huge metal weave type handle thing that will come up. So you can pick it up and run with it and drop it, kick it, and make piloting skill rolls to move stuff. I thought that would be fun. But yeah, I get sidetracked.
I think you could probably do it with some sort of holographic training thing, because they have those mech holographic opponents and stuff like that.
That's it.
Probably do something.
And that's one of the things I'm touching on in the audio things that I'm doing, is that you don't have to have things be life and death for anybody. You can make it all virtual. The technology exists, and even if it doesn't, you make it so that in your universe, if you're playing, like a lot of the guys are playing as like GM people, and if you're doing that, then you need something exciting for people to do that doesn't necessarily get the characters killed. And the virtual space is a good way to say, okay, so you can get in, you can get some combat practice, you can get some money if you're really good at it, and you can make contacts and things like that through that virtual universe sort of thing,
Wow.
So
isn't Meta doing that now or something? Did you see that?
God.
Facebook and Meta, they're all creating some virtual world, and you can run business through it, and all stuff. It's like,
yeah,
they must have been a really big fan of The Sims. Like, serious fan.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it for real.
I think if you got shot by a laser, it's going to impart a lot of energy. Yes. Energy in the form of like heat and like light and basically melting your face, but not necessarily as much kinetic energy as an Act-20 bullet. Yeah. If you see what I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, definitely energy. It was still going to move. It just wasn't going to move as far. And then I thought, no, if you keep shooting it, it has to be virtual, because if you shoot it in an actual game, like in real life, in the game, then it'll start to deteriorate, and you don't want that. And then you've got to get a new ball. So, yeah.
But you have something that if you use a tag.
Yeah,
you can tag it, and that moves it in the opposite direction of where you are. So
yeah,
give it a.
But then see, you get into vectoring, and if you're vectoring one way, then stuff happens one way, and if you vector it the other way, then stuff happens a different way. You can completely change how the game plays depending on how you apply the damage and movement to the ball.
True.
So I'm like, well, is the weapon hit itself going to, so you hit it with a medium laser from here, it's going to go that far. and somebody hits it with an Act 20 from there, it's going to go that far, and then somebody else hits it with a PPC from here, and it goes that, right? Or do you add it all up and then apply it at the end?
That's too complicated.
See?
Let's forget the ball. Let's just forget it.
That's why I got away from that and went to picking one up and kicking it. Because it just gets too complicated.
I think everyone just wants vanilla Solaris, where you just beat the crap out of each other.
Forget the ball, just use an Herbie. G'day, Adam.
Oh. Yeah.
That's a good first comment, buddy.
It's all fun and games until his big brother Imp comes along.
Yeah, well, that's it.
You picking on my dustbin, brother?
Dear, oh dear.
Should we have another go at this? Let's have another go at this.
To anybody who didn't see us play this at the beginning.
Oh, welcome, by the way.
Yay! Yeah, g'day, guys. So we had a quick crack at this. This is 11:59. It's by Rampage Games, rampagegames.com. They did a Kickstarter.
That's good.
They made like 2 or 3 different versions of this, but the gameplay is basically the same. So it's a real-time dice rolling nuclear obliteration simulator.
Essentially. That's right. Stuff gets exciting when you roll doubles, and double one, which is still a double, of course, but a double one does something else.
Matt needs more rubies.
And 7.
Everybody needs more rubies, mate.
Right.
I faded and bought like 4 of the bloody things then. So I've got a lance of these now. I'm going to have to paint them.
Yes, boy. Doing the Capellans proud, mate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Nah.
No.
I got to work on my hatchetmen and my axemen and like all this other stuff. So I got other things I got to do, but we're going to give this another quick go here.
So there we go. So
you ready?
Yep, let's do this. Here we go.
Go.
No, look at that, 9s. Look at how many
7,
9s.
What are those?
Stop it. 7. The Proxy Wars begun. 7.
2, load.
Uh-oh. 7 again.
3.
Double load.
Doubles.
Oh no.
Take one of them away.
5.
6, 5, 8.
Double
Come here.
load.
Oh, bugger off.
7. Take.
9. No. 7. Take.
Double fire.
7. Take.
Sorry.
That's all right. Doubles fire.
Double. Oh, whoops.
7. Ooh.
Oh no. So how do I get rid of them? I need doubles.
7. Doop.
Oh, 7 does a bunker. So 7
Yep.
I can take 4. Okay.
Doubles. Load.
Whoa.
10.
Oh, there's 9.
Oh, damn it. 7.
Stop it.
Yeah, screw you, man.
Double 1.
Oh,
here we
7.
go.
Damn it. 3.
8. Come on.
5.
7. I can't do it. So what does 7 do if you can't take one? You can
remove to put a bunker back.
I want to give you stuff.
See, you
I
don't want
wanna
to do that. 7. I want to do, but I can't.
7.
I got to get a double.
Double
7.
fire.
No, damn it.
Nah.
7. No. 6. No.
Come on, doubles.
9.
7.
10.
Lucky doubles.
Damn it.
Come on. Ooh, double 1. Boom. Okay, so we'll take
Fire. No. Load. Fire.
Yeah,
Yep.
so he's gone.
So he's gone.
Yep.
7. Boop.
Was that there?
Yeah.
Yep. 7.
No.
Yay! Woo! Your president lives again. Or vice president. Or whatever.
Pseudotech arcade operations. Okay. I'll have to look. Have a problem with collecting locusts. Yep. That's a thing. I have a collection problem. They're just collecting stuff, anything. It sucks. And long live the Confederation. Wait, which Adam?
There's lots of Adams and lots of Matthews and Mikeys, and it's good.
It's good. It's all good. Like I say, we get to have a colour. I have a collection. Oh dear. It is fun. It is fun.
We're just basically just doing a hangout tonight. So if you want to talk about anything, if there's anything that's going on, we did have an Ironwood Metals shipment. It's just left Chicago. Apparently, it goes through Chicago. So
Okay.
it's been coming over by air.
You got a thing.
A thing. Thanks. I don't know what a thing is. Electric power.
May or may not be an important thing. No. Okay.
No.
Yeah, I got a notification the other day that because for some reason they were holding up deliveries to Australia somewhere in America wasn't delivering to Australia for some reason.
Oh, okay.
And it was
They're just
like-
saying on the site that they can't send them to New Zealand because they've got a bit of a COVID thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
there's all sorts of stuff. Like this is one it was in development for quite a while, and then it was done and it's ready and everybody's got it except Australia, and it's been like 6 months, something like that. Yeah.
It's not the only Kickstarter that's got issues, unfortunately.
No, that happens. You just run with it. It's the basis of everything. It, like everything takes longer to get here. Everything gets here by weird routes and all that sort of stuff. And you either deal with it or you have a psychotic episode and stuff. Cutting things. One of them.
Just go sit out in a park and get some sun if it's really that bad.
That's it, yeah.
There's something else going on.
Go chill out. Get some fresh air. Damn it.
Oh dear.
Yeah. USPS wasn't sending to Australia. That's it.
Yeah.
There was something they were saying something about a shipping center or something. There was all the freight containers were ready to go, but nobody was actually sending anything anywhere, or at least none of it that was Australia was going anywhere.
No one
So-
could work. They got all COVID. stuff.
Something like that. Yeah, I think it might have been our end. It might have been their end. I got no idea.
Yeah,
I stay out of it as much as I can. It's easier.
that's right.
It just keeps the blood pressure down.
But it's helped you curb some of your kickstarting spending as well, which is also
Yeah, which is good. Yeah.
You're like,
So this was a good one. This was
Yeah.
nice and cheap and came through the post, and it was easy and
yeah.
that was cool, and it's a fun little game. DreamPod 9 on the 4th try. Yeah, Matt said last
Wow.
time that he was the 4th try they're getting it there. Rob said US Customs had changed the rules, hence the problems. Yeah, there you go. Oh, and Russ has ordered some Ironwind stuff from you apparently. So he's got some coming.
Oh,
There you go. Need to put in another medals order. I've not stuck the last one together yet. I've still got stuff in a drawer at my house that is like you get the little Ironwind medals thing and you pull the top off and you go, yeah, cool, and you clean it all up and put all the bits back in the box and go, right, I better glue that one up at some point, and then it goes back in the drawer and you never see it again. I bought some off one of the guys that was going to the club, and I had written the name of each one on the bottom, and I was doing it and it was fine, but there was some that I couldn't figure out for the life of me. I bought one over to you
oh yeah.
a little while ago, and it took us ages to figure it out.
You look at it and go, it looks about this weight.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like.
But it's one of the older school ones, and it's like the older ones weren't necessarily to scale, and it was a metal
No.
one, so it was like they weren't always like full on like exactly how they're supposed to be, and yeah, it was you get one idea in your head and you go, oh, I think it's this, I think it's that, and it's not the one, and it just throws you completely off. My Met recognition is not completely like up there.
So what are you thinking about the new Kickstarter that Catalyst is going to do?
I'll
Because it's
be in.
mercenaries,
Yeah,
which is just
it's my bag.
it's like
If they're doing a mercenary thing, then I'm going to
Just
have
gotta.
to back it. So
Yeah.
I've got to start saving now, actually, because it's a few months away. So
pretty excited to get some maybe some Merc themed t-shirts and stuff and pins.
if they're doing pins and dice with the Atlas Death's Head on, then I'm in.
Yeah.
And anything with Merc on it, I'm probably in. I was annoyed with myself about the harebrained scheme thing, but I couldn't justify the amount because they did that the aviator jacket, the bomber jacket, the big jacket
Yeah.
thing. That looks so cool. We saw a guy at what's the name? Supernova.
Supernova had one.
Had one, and they were so good.
Yeah.
But I I didn't have the money to do it, and I'm like, I can't do that. I want it, but I can't do it.
It was a bit.
There you go.
It's a shame I didn't see that big Atlas as well. They was doing that big fully painted Atlas statue thing. It looks so nice.
Well, this last Kickstarter, I got the 2 statuette, the museum size ones that they did.
Oh yeah.
There's a Warhammer and a Timberwolf.
Yeah.
And that's Had packages arrive from the US sooner than something sent from a state capital. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm eyeing off all your vehicle stock. Millisims are out of catalyst stuff I need immediately. Oh, Matt. Potential sale there to Matt. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
You're in the most isolated major capital in the world. Is what it is. Dead set, mate.
There are some benefits to it.
Oh, bloody oath. Yeah. Means we all get COVID like 6 months later than everybody else did.
Yeah.
But, you know.
It's all right, I'll watch it later on Netflix.
Yeah, that's what happens. You don't get to see the movies when they come out. Nobody does. Like, I used to get Metal Hammer, I think it's called. It's like a heavy metal magazine thing. I used to get a subscription to it. And there's like pages and pages of tours that all these heavy metal, death metal, thrash metal guys do. And they're all in Europe.
Yeah.
Everything's Europe. Europe. They're going round. And you get here, they'll go Sydney and they'll do like Brisbane. And then some of them will come to Perth and the rest of them will go, Sydney, Brisbane.
Sydney.
Do one in Sydney, one in Queensland, one in the ACT, and then they bugger off home. And it's like, you get used to it. I don't do live stuff anymore anyway. Can't be bothered.
Yeah. Occasionally you look at it and you go, Hobart, really?
Yeah.
And not Perth?
But Hobart's so nice.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I go there too. Just the right size island, really, isn't it?
I too appreciate understatements. Yeah, the older ones weren't necessarily to scale. I was being nice. I'm trying to, you be polite about things. Aren't some Merc theme boxes coming out later this year? I pre-ordered 2 Northwind Highlanders Command Lancers. Millisims say end of October.
I don't see how they could say that because
aren't they coming out with a Kickstarter?
They haven't had a Kickstarter yet. But they're doing a Kickstarter for it, maybe October next year.
I know. Wasn't there a box set for Wolves Dragoons? Didn't they have a box set for Wolves Dragoons?
I found out that was actually, exclusive to Barnes & Noble, but it was only for like 6 months.
Oh.
They're getting it onto the Catalyst site, but I haven't sort of had notification of it. Apparently it is going out to everyone in retail.
Okay.
So that'd be good because if they start shipping those, then they'll start shipping the other stuff because they'll be doing batches, which means we'll be hopefully getting some stock in WA. That would be very nice.
Could that be another one of those then, maybe? Like an exclusive thing? Maybe.
But there's a full-on... No, the Northwind Highlanders Command Lance is not... No, that's for the Kickstarter. I don't know. That's odd. I don't know what they're telling you. I don't know.
There are some exclusive boxes coming out later this year. Well, that's possible, I suppose.
I will double check that.
We'll let our guy in procurement check that out for you, and we'll put a notification up.
I'm getting notified about this stuff.
Dear. There was something on the Catalyst side about it, similar to Wolves Dragoons. Right. Oh, that's a possibility.
I mean, I've seen the boxes. I know what they are. But they were supposed to be for a Kickstarter, but I'm not sure.
The limited information that I have is that there is a Kickstarter coming in autumn for America, which is spring for us, and they're doing mercenaries. It'll be mostly mercenary units, and they're going to be doing some vehicles and stuff like that as well. And that's I'm revved. I'm ready to go. I'm saving already.
Well, people are going to be buying lots of Shreks for sure, because there's Shrek's one of them, and the Demolisher. What are we talking about? The Shrek before? That's fantastic. 3 PPCs, doesn't overheat.
Yep.
360-degree fire arc. Yeah.
A different hull down and dug in stuff, and you can have like basically be just a stationary bunker with 3 PPCs a turn.
Yep.
It's insane.
Yep, that's the way.
Oh
Oh,
well. I didn't get old. I am old, mate.
we'll look into that.
According to some people, I'm 120. According to other people, I'm 1,120.
2 people on Friday
Mm.
said that I looked mid-30s.
Nice. Good on you, mate.
So I can't ask you, do I look that... Because you know how old I am. Mid-30s. How old do you think we are? How old do you think we are?
I've shaved, so I've lost the peppery thing. So you haven't got that salt and pepper muzzle thing going. What? That's a thing.
It is. It is a thing. You're right. It is a thing.
The Merc boxes aren't in the KO. I thought the whole Kickstarter, the new Kickstarter that they're doing, was all.
Oh, I'll find out.
Yeah.
Find out what's going on.
Double check that sort
maybe
of
I can
stuff.
get some more info about some other stuff.
New boxes are just variants of models from the last Kickstarter. Okay.
Yeah. Well, the new beginner box, they're swapping out a miniature. I think we talked about this before already. They're taking out the Wolverine because it's sort of a double up. Because you get one in the other box.
In one of the others.
You're going to put a Vindicator in, which is pretty cool.
Which is pretty reasonable mech. Yeah, that's one of the things that I'm actually a little harshed out about, is they're not selling them individually. But you were saying that somewhere else was probably going to end up selling them individually anyway. So it's like
places.
Eventually you'll be able to get all the plastic ones individually from somewhere. Or Ironwind will do a metal version of them or something like that.
They've just released a metal version of an alternate version of the Awesome with the LRM racks in the chest. Twin LRM 15s or something.
Nice.
Yeah. Which is kind of cool, because then they do some indirect fire support.
Isn't everyone here in their mid-40s? I wish I was in my mid.
Yeah.
It's all cranking along so damn fast. I'm only a couple of years away from getting that free parcel in the mail that you get and you have to poop in a jar.
What now?
The bowel cancer screening. It's free once you're 50, buddy.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. Do you have anything else, mate? I haven't really got anything else. The what's it called? Chronopia. Chronopia's
Yes.
still coming along. They're on track for that. That's fairly recent though, so they're
Okay.
But yeah, that's looking pretty good. So that's something to look forward to.
That looks like it's coming along as well.
Yep.
That's pretty
Yep.
cool.
Yep.
We'll have to give that a crack.
So I've done some more work on the dystopian wars.
Ooh, so we might get a game of that soon.
Games into that because yeah, I'd really after doing some other things and watching that system grow, that dystopian wars now.
Yeah.
So good.
So we did the Wild West Exodus with the 7 games in 7 days. So, but we'll probably play some games of the Dystopian Wars, the ships. Once all the ships are painted up and ready to roll, we'll give that a crack.
But yeah, but that's it. That's about it.
Ironwind is too small. Yeah, the Vindicators, like I say, they were a little out of scale. Looking forward to Plastic Vindicator and Galleon Tank. Yep.
Galleon Tank.
Galleon's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to have more Shreks. If they can bring out an Alicorn, that would be really good as well. But I've got like 3 of those, I think, so we're good for now.
Good for now.
Good for now. Not for long, but good for now. But yeah, we've got some weird stuff. Adam's thrown me some curveballs, so probably some AI and things like that. I'm going to do some more audio stuff with scenarios and working through the AI because I need to talk to somebody about it, and talking to myself all the time is getting annoying. I don't like listening to me.
It's the same stuff.
Yeah, it's all the same stuff. I go over it again and again, and it still doesn't work. So I'll yell at you guys for a little while, and you can put comments down and tell me where I'm going wrong. That'll work. That'll work.
That's cool. But that's it. Yep.
3 alicorns is no. You need a dozen alicorns, buddy. What are you talking about? You need at least a regiment.
That's right.
Otherwise, you got nothing.
Yep. I've got a company of.
Oh God.
Yep.
I'm
No
gonna
one
catch
ever
you
plays when you bring them onto the field. It's a lot of points, a lot of BV.
Yeah.
12 at how much? What are they, like 1,800 or two? No, they're 2,200 or something.
Yeah, they're more than an awesome.
Yeah.
They're more BV value than an awesome. But we're gonna play one as well. I've on different force construction stuff because that was one of the things that I did an audio on. It's force construction, and I want to try and get us to do one with money as the
You said that.
build with C bills, because that's one that Adam's mentioned a lot of times. You guys have mentioned a few times, and I'm like, okay, so let's do C bill, and we'll have to do the whole piloting thing. But there'll probably be some idea of that happening before I get to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, prices of the new dystopian wars put me off. A couple of the old fleets. I think as long as you've got the models and they're recognizable, you can use the new rules.
Yeah. So under the whatever it is, you go down the bottom, you scroll down the bottom of it, and it tells you what old ships you use as the new ships.
There you go. You can download the rules on their site, can't you?
Yeah. It's all free for that. I mean, if you played the old version, you've got all those fleets, then use them. You spend the money on it. It's just you try the new rules with it. It's great.
As long as you know what it represents, as long as the person who's on the other side of the table knows what it represents, it doesn't matter. No. Just use it. No. But if you can do it for free, then you can get some solid use out of those old models. Halicorn 1850, there you go.
There you go.
Found an awesome variant of the awesome. Cool. Or
wouldn't that apply to every back though, I guess?
I found an awesome variant of Hunchback. Yeah. On the penguins, eh?
All right. Do we have one more game? There's one more game of this. And we'll questions go through while we do this, and then we can have a look, and then
we'll sign off. That's about an hour of us dribbling.
All right, so here we go. Because it was 1-1, so we've got to settle this. Best of three.
Best of three. Okay, fair enough. Ready?
Here we go.
Set, go. Doubles.
Oh, Josh.
Double load. Damn it! I forgot what to do with a double. Damn you! No, 10, 5,
7.
Double ones.
7.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, 7.
7. Yeah.
7.
Double. Fire.
Oh. Hey. Oh.
Load.
Hey. Put them away.
5.
7. Rot roll.
Come on.
Rot roll.
Come on.
Rot roll.
Double. Fire.
Boosh. Ah, no. I just want a 7. There it is. 7.
6. No.
Woo! The
Fair
blood
enough.
pressure. The blood.
Nukes. You win the nukes. It's fine. I can handle it. This is what happens. The 9Q. Yeah, the 9Q is my favorite. The 9Q is my favorite one. If I'm thinking there's no restriction on year and timeline and tech level and all that sort of stuff, if you don't put any restrictions on that, then I will always feel the 9Q. The 9Q is good. It's a good solid map.
Yeah. 4 normal PPCs, 38 double heat 6, and a guard. And the Guardian ECM I really like too. That's nice.
Yeah, it's a good solid variant. I think they did quality with that one.
All right.
I've been nuked. Go home and have tea because I've been nuked.
Take some iodine. Whatever it is. I think it's iodine, isn't it? Don't they have that for
radiation? Something else. You'll probably have a dimethyl in it somewhere. Anti-methyl doffel waffle hoff waff flipple flipple.
All right, everyone. Thank you very much for coming along to this live. We'll be doing another monthly one in a month, so that's cool. Hopefully, we'll have some more up-to-date news about some of the other stuff that's going on.
Yeah, and we got some good feedback on the live report, so we'll probably try and figure out some more of those at some point. And we know Pillar likes them because she doesn't have to edit stuff.
Yeah,
and that makes it easier.
It's good.
So, yeah,
it's good.
But all good. Cheers for turning
Okay.
up, fellas.
All right, thank you, and see you next time.
Bye. Guys.